says
does that mean I'm supposed to do this? Oh my God. Holy shit. The monster is back.
I don't even know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. It doesn't show
Ooh,
that it's
3:32
live.
a.m. That is really early. Holy crap.
Oh,
Appreciate support. Mark, I didn't see his last name.
Skigera, 3:32
And he is a
a.m.
member. That dude is awesome.
Yeah, where are you, Mark?
3:32, it's 7 here, 6 hours. UK. Are you in the UK?
Ah, this channel is epic videos and promos, and the other is for translation and funny compilation updates and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Is that SG Records that said that?
That is SG Records.
Appreciate
so,
that. Phil, Woody, oh my God, it's really early where you're at too.
yeah, but Phil was, hey, Robert.
Robert, we got something to talk to you about.
We do have something to talk to you about. So, Phil was also on there with Kurdecha, right? So I saw you, Phil. And by the way, guys, for all of you watching, Phil is gold.
Phil really helped out a lot. Her Yorkshire tea, she's so excited. It's really bad. Oh, you're in Dubai. Okay, cool. So Mark's in Dubai.
Oh, Mark's in Dubai. Okay, yeah. Awesome. So, guys, we got a lot of stuff that we want to talk to you about. Of course, the announcement.
I realized that was an 8-hour time difference. I'm on the East Coast and West Coast. That's why I was thinking UK. Now I understand Dubai. Go ahead, babe. Sorry. That just hit my mind.
We are definitely wanting to make the announcement.
Oh, did you tell them we have the announcement?
Yes. See.
I see that. I was trying.
Main event announcement.
I've had a busy day.
He's had a very busy
flexing.
Day. And I can't tell you guys, this is so old school. We literally just have a cell phone set up on some trash cans. So that
on the little kitchen table here in our little apartment, we forgot to bring like all of our stands and stuff.
Mics.
We'll tell you, we were really busy this past weekend.
Very.
I'm still running on a little bit of sleep.
So we wanted to do a live when Phil was with us in the Monster Factory, but truthfully, we were all just
exhausted. I mean, Phil
tired.
Was even kind of tired.
He was. He was like, I'm going to
Of course, he was running 100 miles an hour.
Jeremy Coleman, great event, and hope to see MMT this weekend. Love what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Jeremy. He's planning on coming to Arkansas State.
I see. Yeah,
appreciate support. Thanks for super chat.
So there is Arkansas State this weekend. So this is what the monster does to me, right? So
there's so many things that I do to you.
So we just had Phil Woody was signing the Real Monster Smash, singing the Real Monster Smash all the way so we got an update to that.
Yeah.
But so we had the whole event, right? Which Michael just like, oh, this is a good time until right before his and Todd's match. Then the weight of it hit him, right? But prior to that, he's just, I'm a good time boy. I'm having a good time.
Listen, I had all the worries of the event and all that stuff on my mind, so I didn't have to think about the fact that I had a match. I actually forgot that I had a match for a while. And I was like, oh shit, I got a match.
Yeah, so it was absolutely bonkers. I mean, I had like a headache for weeks. I just worked off of 12-hour shifts.
Just got
Congrats. Oh, thank you. It was a great event.
Brandy, feel the power. What's up, baby? I've been meaning to call you too.
So then we had that, and then we had to be on a plane Monday morning to come here to Boca Raton because Michael's working closely with Redcon 1, which is really excited about the Monster Factory events.
They really, when we walked in today, they were hitting us with ideas that we hadn't even thought about. But
right.
I'm talking about, they were talking about us collabing with people that have like 25 million subscribers and 25 million followers. I'm like, holy shit.
Talking about to have a celebrity
arm wrestling thing, along with the Monster Factory. Like, have the actual event and then have celebrities involved in the event as well. Wow. I know, it's looking very hot, right? I was like thinking the same thing.
My hair's a mess.
It's going to be a short live, just saying.
Hey, guys. So, anyways, Raycon 1, very excited. So, we're here with them doing stuff for promotions. Through Thursday, we get home. I have one day to prepare for Arkansas State, which is a tournament where we usually have
100 entries.
100 plus entries, right? So I have to run that. We have Sunday at home. Monday, bam, we're on a plane headed to India.
So we fly to Chicago in like 15 plus hours to India.
And so, sap the bee on, huh? So the thing is, there's like...
We're really tired.
So much happening, but we got to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
We got to talk to y'all because this thing for Monster Factory 3 is really picking up and moving quickly. We had to set the main event because the people that are helping us with promotion want to start the promotion now. All right? We are looking to do backstories.
Well, that being said, what we just did with Monster Factory 2
was awesome, but we do see some problems and stuff that we're going to work out.
The fact that we had very little promotional time because we were setting things, like in advance.
Yeah.
to get the type of turnout that we did.
Oh yeah,
what is possible for the next one is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if we start early. So that's the reason we had to go ahead and get this we had to get the main event done.
Had to set the main event.
So that we can build the card around it. You know what I mean?
Because you have to secure those people, make sure schedules work, right? So, and it was all I just wanted to get that done so that then we can start the promotional stuff, right? So, super excited. Let me give you some numbers. I think we exceeded our hopes just on that one platform. Our initial hopes.
Yeah, I mean, for what we just did, just on our YouTube alone, within 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's still growing. Like, it's still being watched. Even though you've chopped up the 2 main events and released.
Right.
The main and the co, we're still, that live is still growing.
Yeah, So, just the main event. These are the numbers, guys. I'm just so excited. Not the main event. The initial card, right? The free pay-per-view, the full thing. Within its first 24 hours, real-time views, which you guys cannot see. We get those analytics, right? Real-time views just on one platform, Monster Michael Todd's YouTube. There were over 130,000 views. 130,000. Now, that's interesting in itself. But you know that some people come on and rewatch, or they stop and then they log back on later, right? Running it back. And so sometimes one person counts more than one.
Exactly, Robert. Wow. Right. That's pretty substantial. But what she's about to... So that's substantial. This next piece...
is huge. So what you really want to know is how many unique viewers, different viewers, individuals...
actual eyes. How many sets of eyes? Because if it was actual eyes, you'd have to double it.
In its first 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all are ready.
Okay, before we announce, go ahead and throw some numbers out there. 130,000 views. How many unique views? How many unique views do you think we saw? Like actual individuals who watched it.
That would be people that are not watching.
Those are all big numbers.
Those are all big numbers.
Oh my God, those are huge. Okay, you may not be as excited. I should have never done this. You know what I'm saying?
I hate it when you do that.
Yeah.
You just totally
These guys are saying 300,000. No, it has to be less than the actual. It has to be less than the real-time views.
Right. It has to be less than real-time views, which were 130,000, right? In its first 24 hours. 77,000 different people logged on and watched the live stream. Yeah. Not while it was live, but in that first 24 hours. 77,000. That's huge.
I mean, the fact that 77,000 people just watched that card or portions of that, 77,000. So you guys are throwing in crazy numbers, and that's awesome. But when the sponsors heard that, they're like, "Oh my God!" Right? Because that is a lot. Because I'm gonna put it into perspective. Let's just say because most other events have been pay-per-view. Let's just say in the first 24 hours, King of the Table had 30,000 pay-per-view purchases. That means they had 30,000 unique viewers in 24 hours. Right?
What?
If they had 30,000 pay-per-view purchases, they had 30,000 people that watched it, right?
Yeah.
So, and these are people that are with big budgets and doing these big things. So, imagine an investor who invested into that, but could have, like, now they see the numbers that we're doing, like, oh my God, I want to, not those particular investors, but I'm just saying investors see these numbers and like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that is very, very significant.
And so the thing is when you are talking about that, guys, I know that so many people have messaged us and was like, oh, this was better than this promotion, or this is so much better than that promotion. Please understand.
We're just trying to do the best that we can.
We're just trying to do the best that we can. All of these promotions that are pushing out arm wrestling, super matches.
Help grow the sport.
East versus West, what Ingen is doing is absolutely awesome. I mean, guys, he loves arm wrestling so much. Continue to throw him huge support. Core Sports, they're bringing in some great matches as well, right? So,
you mean King of the Table?
Yeah, King of the Table. It's bringing in some great matches as well. I mean, Larry absolutely loves arm wrestling too. So this is all, you're talking about different promotions. And we're not trying to compete with anybody. We're just trying to bring you guys.
I was just making a comparison about how many people saw this in 24 hours.
Yeah.
How many actual individuals saw arm wrestling?
Just from that one platform.
One platform. We're not talking about the fact that it was shared on our Facebook and it's shared on multiple platforms. Just our YouTube platform alone.
Right. And the thing is that we can't get those analytics for like 30 days. So we don't know. But that's what they saw on Monster Michael Todd. So that is fantastic.
We're very thankful and appreciative for all the people who watched it.
Huge shout out to John Scott, because he killed it. And we, like I said, we've already had talked about things that we need to improve on, and we're definitely going to make some adjustments. We need, well, you guys don't care, but just let me say, the things that you've said that you want to see, we've heard, we've made note of, we're going to make some changes, just so that we can continue bringing you a bigger and bigger product, a bigger and better
quality product. I mean,
better quality.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with the quality that we have now, but I still think we can do better. I still think, because you got to figure, this was not my intent. My intent was just to have an event that I didn't have to travel to. I didn't expect it to get as big as it currently is, much less as big as it has the potential to be.
Yeah, SG Records says to put things in perspective, and I'm not sure about these numbers, so don't quote me. He said top 8 second stage reached 11,000 pay-per-view. King of the Table 4 reached 30,000, and MNT's event hit 77,000, which all that says to me is we have found the right way.
Yeah, so understand, the event isn't free. It's free to you.
Yes.
We are funding the event throughout getting the sponsors who see these analytics. That's what I'm saying. The analytics from the first one was enough for us to go out and fund this one so we could deliver it to you for free. Yeah. Now the analytics we receive from this one should be good enough to where that we can go out and even give you guys a better product for MonsterFactory 3. Arm
Addict says, thank you, Mr. Todd, for doing so much for arm wrestling. Oh, thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to tell you, she does most of it. I'm just the one that looks pretty.
Now, I did see something else here, and I just wanted to check on Robert. Robert said Gold said that he caught the flu from the airport, and he's feeling really under the weather. Hoping you're okay.
Yeah, I hate to hear that, buddy.
But we got some good news.
We still got some good news for you.
Alrighty. The 8,000 live is big. Well, actually, our peak during the live.
Yeah, we didn't know this either.
Peak concurrent viewers, at one point, there was 11,415 people on watching it.
And that was during the main event. There was 10,600 something peak when me and Todd were pulling.
Yeah.
So, we were so close. We're looking at it, we're like, man, if we could have broke 10,000, because we saw like 9,600, 9,800, whatever. Yeah. And then when we got the actual analytics, the peak was over 11,400 that one time that were tuned in to watch this. We never expected that. That's amazing,
Right. So super exciting stuff. But apparently I say that a lot because I was re-listening to really myself when I'm cutting it up.
Wow.
So I've been cutting the video up, the live stream up, and sending it to the athletes because I want them to be able to put it on their platforms. They came and arm wrestled. They should be able to get some of those views and hopefully help all of our guys build up their social media, right? So been doing that, and I keep hearing myself to where I'm almost cutting it out. I'm so excited. I'm super excited. I'm so excited. But I really was.
I hear that all the time, though.
Super excited. Oh, you're funny. I was really excited. So we've been on this thing now for 13 minutes and 18 seconds. Is it time? Mediocre pronator. Congrats on the success. Frank, question. Do you think these Titan arm wrestlers are actually setting the sport backwards? Hard to market that image. I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
Bigger, stronger, faster, man. I think it's fine. There's always going to be a place for the monsters, there's only one monster. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. For these massive, massive Titans that you're talking about. But there's always going to be I'm going to tell you, one of the guys who impressed me the most was little Dustin Hyatt. That kid was an animal. Considering how good of a match him and Cody had at my event, for him to come in and dominate like that, super impressive. Go ahead.
SG Records says you can do better by giving Rebecca her own headset.
This is true.
Done.
Those are some sweaty.
That was gross. We didn't think that
I think we missed one more above that, though. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Pepito, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, sir.
There was not a question attached to that.
That's what we missed.
Let me know. Betty Hale, Rebecca Ma'am, MMT, glad to see this worked out so well for y'all.
I really don't want to announce it just yet.
Okay.
In it live, what's up?
In it live, hey. So you're supposed to message Michael when you have that promo ready. I can't show it here because we're not on StreamYard.
No, we can't. Yeah.
We can
upload
it to.
What point do I want to announce? What point?
Let me tell them. Oh, Edwin Castillo, did you like my suggestions of Monster as wrestling heel alongside his even more ruthless manager, Mrs. Monster, going for gold in a wrestling strap match?
There you go.
Oh, how about this? The Hand of Devon. at Monster Michael Todd. Were you proud of John's King's move?
Very. But I was proud of John. Listen, that dude impressed the hell out of me.
Y'all, he did not quit. And Lord, I don't think you understand how close he really was to passing out.
Oh, yeah. We didn't find out till afterwards.
He's like, the room was spinning.
I was so proud to have had that match take place at my home, under our promotion, under our banner. Just the fact that we were able to, I mean, my God, it was amazing.
You set these matches up and you really never know exactly what
you're
going to
get. I really thought
either
Corey's going to turn him a hook and kind of just be too much, or John's going to take his hand from him and kind of be too much, or the first match is going to be a grinder and then it's going to be one of them's going to take over. I had no idea that those two would war like that, or that I would be such an amazing cheerleader.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You were jumping around. So In It Live is on here, and someone was asking about the scoreboard. Yes, that's actually something that we've already talked about coming up for the next one, right? Scoreboards, fouls, fixing the table so it doesn't move as much. What else?
Okay, we're going to change the backdrop. We're going to change the way the announcing table is set up. We have two different options, and I'm going to go ahead and mention those right now. One could be, I'll move a few pieces of equipment out of the way. We put it up against the gym door, the garage door, and then we rope off an area where we have the viewers, the people in attendance, the VIPs, and the other people that are there, cheering like almost close, very close to the table, not being behind us. Behind us would be a sponsor backdrop. That is option one, keeping us downstairs. Maybe a monitor so that we can see everything here in case there's something in front of us. Second option, if we go up to the second floor and we put together a broadcast booth up there and we have monitors that we're watching and we're doing everything from above, and we get the VIPs closer. Now, what that might mean is that we could open up a few more VIP spots for Monster Factory 3. We had a lot of people that were like, damn, I wish I could have been there, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create that exclusive environment, but I also want to bring you guys in when we do the production so it makes you feel like you're there, but yeah, so that's what we got on that.
Harmison, that's actually one of the other things that I wanted to talk to John about. So we're going to hold off, like how they highlight the comments. Yeah. We're going to hold off on highlighting any of those while a match is live. Those will be reserved for in between matches and in between rounds, because I did notice that can cover the pin line. So we definitely don't want that to happen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we learn, right? We're able to learn from each event. So that
did Mark say we need to get your on headphones?
MMT,
Thanks,
would you consider shaving the beard if you can double the viewers on the next event? Also, did you see Devin today said he is done going for number one?
I did not see Devin's video today, and it would take a lot for me to shave the beard. It's become part of the brand, and it's also she likes it a lot.
Phil Whitty says, gotta quickly say you VIPs were all a great bunch. Yes, we've definitely appreciated the VIP support.
Too, yeah,
I didn't get to meet everyone because I was running around, wearing my director's hat, which John's going to take a lot of that away from me. Levin Gasparini with his member for 6 months says, shout out to Phil Whitty and Robert Gold, two massive supporters of arm wrestling. Yes, they are. We really appreciate all of you guys. So I think it's time, Michael. It's been 18 and 30.
I was going to wait till 20 at least.
You're going to wait till 20? Michael Todd, I would like to see a little more running fouls for the elbow fouls that aren't off the front or the back of the pad. They were running fouls, and this was explained. Don't get aggravated. This was explained very well on the live the night before, and also at the very beginning. Running fouls are only those small fouls that are hops, where no advantage is gained. If advantage is gained, that is a match stoppage and a restart. Running fouls are not when the elbow comes off the front, the side, or the back. If you're coming off the pad, you're obviously not able to operate within the parameters of the rules of the arm wrestling table, right? The 7x7 pad. There's always an advantage gained if you're having to come off the front, the side, or the back. That's a match stoppage. Now, fouls, running, people like, Devin and apparently Jody, because she was like, these crazy rules. Well, if you would have listened, they wouldn't be crazy to you. You would understand. People think, running fouls mean any foul's a running foul. No, that is not true.
That was how it got got done
WAL.
in WAL, and that's not what we're trying to do.
That's why Travis was able to raise his elbow and punch actually at Michael, and that's a running foul? No, that's not. That should have actually been an loss.
Ass whooping.
An ass whooping, yeah. So I talked with Neil at length today because Neil
created arm wars.
Created arm wars. He is the father of this rule system. And I don't want to... He's already created a perfect product that allows for matches to be seen when people just have bobbles happen and there's no advantage gained. But once that running foul happens, it's not so that the person that commits the running foul has an easier way to go. No, when that running foul happens, then the person that they're arm wrestling then has that opportunity to decide if they want to continue to contest that match. They can actually stop and get a restart at no cost to them at that point.
Now, I am going to look at that. But somebody just said 3 fouls, best of 5.
No.
I am not. Now, she's saying no. I'm not opposed to adding a 3rd foul.
No.
I'm not. I mean,
no.
But
no.
Clearly she is.
No. 3, you have 2 warnings and 2 fouls. That is
2 warnings.
Yeah, 2 warnings, 2 fouls. That is arm wrestling. The 3 foul system was WAL idea. And no, it's been
I
for
want
decades.
To give everyone a chance at trying to beat me. I don't care if you can't keep your elbow down. Todd Hutchins.
Alex
I'm just playing.
MMT and Rebecca, just want to say thanks for setting this up. A lot of people don't understand how much effort goes into events like this. Well done.
Let me tell you how much. So much that Rebecca's like, I'm never doing another weeds again. And then as soon as it starts, she goes, so what are you doing for the next one? But in the moment, she hates me. She hates doing it. Like, I'm the devil every time we do an event. Because
the thing is,
she is so stressed because she wants everything to be perfect, right? And
how much stress John was going to take off of him.
I know. He really has. Moving forward, I really think.
No, we're not doing 3 fouls. We're just not. Arm wrestling, professional arm wrestling is 2 fouls. You guys want to talk about the circus? I mean, the whole world was complaining about what WAL was, right? You want to talk about that circus?
I can't complain about WAL because I still have the hammer, so I'm not mad about it. If they come back, I'm still the champ. Let's roll. But at Monster Factory, it's going to be Arm Wars rules, so we're going to keep it like that.
Need veterans in the sport announcing not pro wrestling style. Make it feel like a real conversation. You guys are changing the sport. Thank you. Yes, I thank you so much for that criticism. We are looking at how the announcing went as well because there's obviously some improvements that need to be made. One of the things that I don't want is commentating while the setup is happening because I think it's important to hear that conversation happening at that point between the referee and the pullers.
Right.
Especially when there's something interesting going on, right?
Yeah.
I love my East versus West t-shirt with the Monsters autograph. It would be cool if you guys did something similar, some swag for a donation.
Okay, so I'm considering doing that, but it's just the shipping aspect at the end. I don't know if I can take that on. I want to do it.
The Hand of Devin
I want to do it, but I just don't know if I can take it on. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, and that's exactly it, the Hand of Devin. He said warnings help. You have to understand that with the 3 foul system, there are no warnings. There are no warnings because why would you need warnings if you have the ability of 3 fouls? 2 warnings equal 1 foul. We will keep it just like the rules always have been.
What were you going to say?
Except 2 things. The running foul for bobbles and all slips go to a strap.
Yeah, I'll always do that.
And there is no losing position. There is no foul in a losing position. There is no slip in a losing position.
Well, the thing is, a foul and a losing, if you foul and a losing, you're probably getting pinned anyway. So that's and if you foul and a losing, it's most likely a runner, or if it is off the back of the pad, so all those things do count. There's just no slip and losings. So what were we just asking that I responded to first? And you're like, that? Oh, the swag. What about the swag?
Oh, actually, when we get back home, we are going to have a live, and we're going to give away some hats.
Oh, the signed
Nine
ball
Line
caps.
had some ball caps that we have left over. All of the VIPs got. That was an extra for you guys, which we've got to send Robert his,
Robert,
and
Tard,
the others. Yep.
Paulson.
Yes.
And then Michael Dyson he requested. So this is what he did. He requested me to have me, John Brzenk, Todzilla, and Corey sign a shirt, and he sent a donation. But that was a very last minute thing. That was not something that was offered, but he had mentioned Corey. Corey sent it to me, so we'll be sending it out.
So they have 9 Line hats that They all signed, and we're going to send some out to you guys,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So,
what's up, Aussie arm wrestler?
Are you guys ready? Is it time yet? It's
right,
24 minutes.
Do you got? Well, now we got to wait till 25. I'm just kidding. So, what do you guys? Who do y'all want to see?
Don't ask the questions again. That went way wrong.
It did go very wrong.
It went way wrong.
All right, so we have.
So let's do a little backstory. Michael was working on setting the main event, and actually he was working even before this started, right? And just for those that are running around saying Michael's afraid of Cardecha, he asked Cardecha. Cardecha said yes, but they can't make the time work.
Well, it was going to be. Well, it's not even that. He has to wait to hear back from King of the Table and these other,
because he's contracted. Yeah,
and we want to go ahead and announce it now. So instead of waiting, I was like, well. So originally it was going to be me and Dave Chafee, but it was going to be left-handed. So I didn't think you guys would be as excited about the number 5 in North America going against number 6 in North America.
It's left-handed.
So we couldn't. Right now, he's got a lot of obligations with the right arm. He wants to take a break, so that was not a viable match either. So it's either Dave, which like I said was going to have to be left. Cardecha, which we weren't going to be able to announce right now. So we started thinking, we just had a really good card, right?
Had a really good card.
And we probably saw some of the best arm wrestling on that main event card we've seen in a very long time. If I can't say ever, but like really good shit. So I thought to myself, as much as some people disagree, which I have no idea how, I currently hold the number 1 spot in the United States.
Rick Dawson says, can't wait for the next one.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Appreciate the support. So I currently hold the number 1 spot in the United States. Some people want to argue that Dave is the number 1 guy, but the only data we have is that, when I arm wrestled him, I beat him 3-0. So, and if you want to talk about me losing to Gennady, he lost to Gennady. So styles make matches, all this stuff. Regardless, I hold the number 1 spot in the United States, which Todd just had his shot at that number 1 spot. Who else in the United States who is doing amazing things right now deserves a shot at that? I mean, I can think of one guy that stands out. He's pretty good. Would make for a pretty good promotion.
And there's a history, and in fact, several memes have been made by
There have been. I mean, like, where are you going, buddy?
Where are you going, buddy? What do y'all think? Give me the name. Who does that phrase belong to? Who said, where are you going, buddy? I'm not seeing it yet.
Well, clearly.
The goat. The fucking goat. Someone said, sorry, I was reading and I did not.
Yeah. So
Michael contacted John today.
Yeah.
And he's like, this story kind of builds itself. I just arm wrestled Toddzilla.
Who beat up on my buddy, the Gorilla.
The Gorilla.
So that's why Alex made sense, because he did somewhat beat up on my buddy, the Gorilla.
Yeah.
But now, that old man beat up on my buddy, the Gorilla. I can't let that go.
So, Michael Todd, how many times have you pinned John Brzenk?
Once.
How many times has John Brzenk pinned you?
Significantly more than that.
So is this a deal for you? I mean, are you...
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. There had been talks in the last decade.
Wait a second. We have 270 thumbs up. If you like the idea of the main event being Monster Michael Todd versus the GOAT, John Brzenk, to see if Michael Todd can, number 1, maybe get some revenge, or number 2, is John Brzenk still going to bury him? Either way, you're tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you like that.
Right. So, ever since the 2014 UAL8 and the way that tournament went out, I've explained it numerous times, and John and I've discussed it. And even when I was out there with him last year, he admitted, he's like, yeah, well, we neither one of us thought we could beat you, so it just made more sense for us to do it that way. I'm like, well, it made a lot of sense apparently because you won. But in the past, since then, there have been talks about me and John. We tried to set up a match on the UAL, kind of fell through some other things, and then John kind of took his retirement like a year later. So people talked about it. I always said, I don't want to pull John unless John is John. If John can be John, the significance of me pulling John Brzenk, the greatest arm wrestler of all time, the guy who I don't have idols. in arm wrestling. I have men that I have respected a lot. John is the guy that I've bragged about as much as anyone ever, right?
So how are you not going to fanboy out here?
Well, I'm going to fanboy as I'm asking him where he's going, buddy, when he tries to Kings move me. But so seeing John in action this last year gave me hopes of a potential match between me and John. Obviously, I did not have the year that I had planned, but I feel like I'm on the right track again. After watching him pull Corey West, I have never been more impressed with an arm wrestler in my life than what John brzenk pulled out Saturday night.
He did not even attempt to quit.
I need you guys to understand. Me pulling John brzenk, I am 100% all in on this match. Now, I have a very busy schedule through...
So does he.
Through September and the beginning of October, right? Very busy schedule. To the point where my training will not be the same as it has been or will be. But I am not taking this man lightly. That dude is amazing. And being 58 years old in like 3 days is not holding him back at all. So I'm as excited about this match as any in my career. So very, very excited, very happy that John has accepted this match. And we're going to see what happens. So
the date?
December the 10th.
December 10th, guys.
So I saw someone on here say Devin destroyed John. That will be almost a year to the date because they pulled in December, right?
Mm-hmm.
And round one, John gave him all he could handle round one. Now, did Devin come out and win and do amazing things? Absolutely. Will we ever see that version of Devin again? Apparently, someone's saying he's no longer chasing that goal. He's going to, lighten up, be healthy. So I don't think that would always be the case.
If somehow he was able to beat you, where would that range on?
Number one in the United States.
Number one in the USA, baby.
And to have to put him, on at least number two in North America.
Mm-hmm.
It would demand a rematch with Devin if he's able to beat me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I reached out to Dave. We couldn't make that one work other than a left-handed match. The other match that makes the most sense is John brzenk. I saw a lot of people saying Jerry. If Jerry ends up beating Gennady, then Jerry would be a guy that makes a lot of sense, right? I could not, in good conscience, try to book that match now, not knowing Jerry's level since he hasn't competed in almost 3 years. But I know where John's at because I just saw it. So John's the one that makes the most sense. John's the one that excites me the most. John's the one I think you guys will want to see. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be saying, where you going, buddy? Picking John brzenk. But
let the memes begin.
That young man is not going to beat me. I'm going to let you know right now. He is coming to hang out at my place. That's what he's going to be doing that weekend because I'm going to beat the hell out of that old dude for picking on Corey.
No, I mean... No.
We had great... They were like the easiest house guests in the world.
Oh, my
Him and Renee were like super easy to... Like, hey, guys. It was a great... That's the cool thing about the environment that we have. It was the after pulling, the hanging out. They left at like 3-something in the morning because he got that nonstop flight at 6 a.m. They took off. So, yeah, we had a great time. Just happy to have John involved.
Brad Butler in the house.
It was so funny because we're sitting there talking about the event afterwards and, what's going on and what's the next and everything. And John's... I make a joke about John about being at the next event. He goes, well, if you'll have me, and to have John brzenk that excited about being involved in what we were doing just gave me a lot of pride. So it was an easy question to go ahead and...
Tactical shot. Mike, please bolt the table to the floor. We're working on the table issue. Terry Presson, Paul Talbot versus Touye. Robbie Russell versus Dallas Langston. Mosier, maybe? Oleg.
Oleg's got that. Remember the dude jumped on me left-handed at that Las Vegas practice, young man?
Okay.
Super strong. We'll have to talk to some of those people. We are looking at Craig Touye a match right now. I was very, very impressed with his performance, and we go way, way back. So we'll have to check on that. I just did confirm a match for the undercard that I'm not going to announce just yet. But there's someone from MonsterFactory 1 that'll be back, and we have a new potential phenom who could be coming out of the woodworks for that match. So that's very impressive. What was I going to say? Super excited about having John.
That was the main news.
Yeah,
we had to get that out there. So In It Live has been working on, what about Touye versus RVJ?
I like that, Robert. I do like that. I have talked to RBJ about being involved in this card. He couldn't make the timing work. And that's the thing, is I'm going to book these things soon. So we're 5 months out, and I may even have the main event card people sign an agreement that they won't compete 2 weeks out or something like that.
Our promotion needs
the thing
that.
is, it's not us. It's we are dealing with big companies now. This is not a Michael and Rebecca, let's do this stuff in our garage, have a good old time. Yay. We're in business now with very, very big multi-million dollar companies with certain expectations. So we cannot start a promotion without having these people under some sort of, like, okay, I agree to be here on this day. I agree not to do anything within 2 weeks or whatever that can injure me to where I can't, stuff like that. Now, we all know anything can happen. But at the same time, we're trying to be as professional as we possibly can in regards to this event. So, and a lot of it just comes from the response we've got from you guys. It's been overwhelming, and we're very, very excited about bringing you guys something special.
Tactical shot. Also, oh my God, what a card. That was insane. Y'all got to keep the momentum going. We're hopeful for 4 or more a year. I'm a huge fan of all of this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so. And so when we were asked about a 2023 season,
we're interested in some Aussie pullers, guys.
We are, and I've actually, whatever.
Yeah.
So when we first approached about a 2023 season, we were thinking 3. 1 every 4 months. I do believe I want to do 1 a quarter. I want to do 4.
You want to do 4?
I think so. Like 1 a quarter, maybe March, June, September, December. I'm not sure when, because we're doing this one in December. March makes sense. Keeping that timeline makes sense, because we will have done 3 this year. Try to move it up to do 4. It's also going to depend on John and Enid Live. It's going to depend on what the sponsors want and things moving forward. And like I think I've told you guys that our plan is a much larger Monster Factory with everything built in for this, the production and like a guaranteed a setup stage. It's just like to the point where there's a stage set up with all the lighting and everything you need for a professional production. That if me and Corey are just having practice, that's where we're arm wrestling. Like that would be the new gym. That would be the new Monster Factory event and training center. So that is something we want to try to get done in 2023. And once we have all this stuff set, when we go to potential sponsors, we can let them know this is where it's going to be at. This is what we're doing. I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts. But as far as the table being bolted to the floor, that's never going to happen in the existing format that we're in, because there's AstroTurf and then there's concrete underneath it. The table is on a platform that has folding down platforms that both arm wrestlers stand on. What I will be doing for the next one is getting a very large piece of plywood and taking my existing table and then screwing that one into the plywood. And I mean, that's where it's going to be setting. So if you have a very big, large piece of plywood and then you have a frame that's on top, a base that's on top of that, and that base is bolted to plywood, and then you have 500 to 800 pounds of men on that table. If it moves, there's nothing more I could have done.
Z's Guitar Count says, I can only imagine how many different roles you guys have to play now that things are blowing up for you. Things are only going to get better. I want to talk about that. Remind me to talk about that.
Okay.
So, Grim Hero.
Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you so much for the support. Get Travis on the card. Need someone with energy. You didn't see energy in that last match?
There was plenty of energy there. I don't know what Travis brings to the card right now. Just being honest. He's untrained. All he's going to bring is his personality. And we have plenty of people out there who are entertaining that can arm wrestle. And without Travis being trained, there's no way in the world I'm spending money to bring him to a card.
Ataxer P. When is your match with Levon? Is it this year? That's not the focus.
And the thing is, I caught a lot of shit because they're like, oh, you beat Todd Hutchins, and then you're talking about Levon.
You didn't call him out.
I was asked a question.
Did y'all listen?
And unless I'm a pussy, I'm going to say there's a possibility.
You said the P word.
Sorry. I don't mean, so I'm not calling anybody pussy other than myself. So what I'm saying is, not a pussy. So there is a possibility. Is it likely? Absolutely not. The man's incredible. But if you're going to ask me if I have a chance, 100% I have a chance. So
not today.
And I'm not willing.
You train for it.
I mean, I'm willing to put in the work if it makes sense. The thing, he's going to 6-0 you. He's going to 6-0 you. What the fuck does that make any difference from everyone else he's ever pulled? Y'all give them shit? No, they all got 6-0, right? Why am I the one that's getting hate because, I'm going to get 6-0? Fuck, so is everybody else, right? So just because I'm out there thinking, yes, I can do something, I can become something different, I have a chance. What kind of an asshole would I have to be to not think I had a chance? I'm done.
Marcus Thompson.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you so much. Monster Factory could be the start of a new WAL. Get the big boys in to sponsor. Never know where it could go. Keep on pushing. As I said, I want to talk about where this is going. Alpha Kangle, great. Whoa. You guys.
Thank you guys so much for support. We really do appreciate it.
Where did Alpha Kangle? Great event. Will we see Dave Chafee in your event? Dana McWhite, careful with Black Rifle Coffee, then currently being sued by stockholders. Has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, we're not involved in it.
We like what their mission is, okay? Tactical Shot, y'all are going to change the game with that schedule.
Thank you very much for support. We appreciate
Robert Gould, thank you so much. Congratulations on your win versus Todd and very successful event. You guys killed it. Thank you so much.
And like I said, we do have to talk to you. So go ahead and get back to whatever you need to talk about.
It's like I was talking to Raycon and to Neil actually today. When we had this very first one, it was just going to be something for fun, right? We just wanted to do it. So we did it. And it was work. And in that one, I thought, we ain't never doing this again.
I 100% thought we were never going to do this again because that model failed me. You know what I'm saying? That model did not work for me.
And then, though, our partners were like, oh, no, you got something here. We like it. We want you to do it again. Somebody told me to let you speak.
Hey, I don't need to speak. I want her to talk because I don't even know what she's saying, and it's probably important stuff.
They were like, we want to see this. So we did it again with a different bottle. Got the money covered up front, so there was no stress. So the athletes are all paid.
Just so you know, everyone has been paid.
Everyone has been paid.
And the bonuses for Match of the Night have been paid out?
Which, we need to announce those.
Oh, yes, we did.
So, everything's covered up front. And then it went off huge. They are freaking thrilled with the numbers, right? And in fact, other people have messaged us and they're like, I got to get my name on that banner.
How do I get my name on the banner?
Got to get my name on that banner. How do I become a part of this? You need you to come into the office and discuss some stuff. So, very exciting times. So when we first did it, just thought it was going to be a little thing for fun. Now there's all kinds of business models being pitched at us. It is always and forever going to be the Monster Factory.
Unless someone offers me an astronomical amount of money and I sell out.
And we hand it over.
Otherwise.
But it's always going to, I want to always showcase, yes, we want to get some European talent in. Yes, we want to bring in some Australians and other places all over the world.
Yes, we want to have a ladies match at the next one.
Yes, but the thing is, we want to showcase American pullers that nobody is aware of, but need the spotlight.
We have some really good talent here.
I mean, guys, you didn't even know all this.
How impressed was Bob Brown? How impressed was Bob Brown?
Brown's Bob Brown was awesome.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
All right.
So let me read this. Henry Bowers Law. RVJ versus Lynn. Derek versus Corey. Mask versus Chance. Brad Butler says, I had the best time. We appreciate your support, Brad. A Taxer P. I'd rather see you versus Levon than anyone else. We're not ready. I believe you have a chance.
I think he might say anyone else versus Levon. That's what he's saying, not me.
I believe you have a chance because your King's move is the best ever. You have the best chance. Forget the haters.
Well, I appreciate that. And it might be a small chance. But it's still a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Cold Stone. Thank you for the shout out, Cold Stone. Me and my girlfriend have been following the Bachelor's Meal Plan, which you can get at monsterfactory.shop, for 8 weeks and have seen amazing results. How's it been going for y'all?
We feel great. Rebecca had a little setback this week because of the stress and everything else. I mean, still followed her meal plan, just didn't get all her workouts in and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that you're doing well because we've helped change hundreds and hundreds of people's lives with that meal plan. And to me, it's the easiest one for someone to follow. Most people are so afraid of trying something new because of the meal prep, because of this, because of that. I've simplified it as much as possible. That's why I named it the Bachelor's Diet. It's not going to make sense to a lot of people because it's not all organic or it's not this or that. But as long as you drink a gallon of water a day, you're flushing out everything and you're learning your macros and you're learning portion control and it works. So I'm very happy to hear that.
Someone's saying Chance Shaw. We would like to have Chance Shaw in the Monster Factory. So also, guys, I want to give a shout out to our moderators. What a kick-ass job you did.
Did we get everybody? Because I thought a lot of them came through.
I think so. What a kick-ass job you did. in the live. Thank you so much for taking care of that. You kept it mostly clean. Really appreciate that. It's important.
Isn't it funny that you have to keep it mostly clean?
Yeah. Stephen Francis, thank you for all the hard work. This event was a total success. Yeah, it was. It definitely went down in the win column in more ways than one.
Yep.
And we still realize that there are some things that we can do to fix it.
Exactly. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. Why was anyone saying when Devin beat Todd Hutchins, he picked on a middleweight? When I beat him, I'm apparently picking on middleweight.
There were 30 pounds difference.
I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
30 pounds difference.
I'm not. He asked for the match. He's wanted the match for a while, and he is extremely strong. I had a game plan, so I just didn't tell a lot of people what my game plan was. But yeah, had a great time pulling Todd. And as you guys, if you watch the edited version of the video, we're hoping to get together and do some training in the near future because we both can learn a lot from each other. So.
Oh, Chance Shaw is actually in the chat. The Hand of Devon. John is the 4th best Kings mover in history now.
So is Ron Bath in there somewhere? Because Ron Bath did a hell of a Kings move in East versus West.
I think I just missed a bunch. I had the best time. Can't wait for Monster Factory 3. I'm sorry. So speaking of Chance Shaw.
Thanks, Brad Butler. I'm glad you had a great time.
We hadn't talked to you yet because you said that you really just wanted to take a break. Is that still the case? Brian Summerlin, Adam Warwinski would be an awesome on the card.
We have thought about him.
We have.
I don't know. Because it's December 10th, it's the same day as Washington State. Now, there's something else we're going to change. We're going to change the start time from 5 p.m. Central Standard to noon Central Standard. So it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and it's going to allow a lot of the Europeans or people from Dubai, whatever, to not necessarily have to stay up all hours to watch this event. And we're also doing it at noon so that we can run our super matches, and then the Washington State super matches, and they're 2 hours behind, can be shown that evening. So you guys on December 10th can have a full day of arm wrestling action.
Yeah, Chance, it's December 10th. Tactical Shot. Everyone is saying your stream was better than East versus West. Again, you can't.
We appreciate the compliments.
But hang on just a second. And please don't get mad at me for cutting him off. I'm going to get lots of hate from that.
It's okay.
You all, what is that phrase? But by the something go I. You know, the thing is, every time we have an event, my biggest fear is having streaming issues. Ingen has no control over that.
It's no control over that. It's the big, and that's what people are like, well, you're doing this in your garage. And I'm like, yes, and there's reasons, but my garage is awesome. You haven't been there. It's freaking awesome.
It's not a garage.
The reason we're doing it is because we have a dedicated line, and I can control the people being on the Wi-Fi.
Right.
Would you guys rather me have it in a bigger venue and have shitty Wi-Fi and the stream drop out? Or would you rather have me be able to control those things? Because that's what's most important in a production, in my opinion, is the fact that you can view it. Right?
Someone said it doesn't have to be like crabs in a barrel. So we did have 60 people in 2,000 square foot. But the thing is...
1,600 because we didn't use the 400
upstairs. We didn't go upstairs. Some of them could have gone upstairs. The thing is, people were like, why don't you have air? It's heated and cooled. Okay, we had the air set on 63. It was cooling to...
It was 67.
It was cooling to...
And it was 72 degrees in there.
72 degrees when they were competing. So it's not like they were competing in a hot box.
Go work out at 72 in a gym and you're going to sweat.
It's just when men work that hard, they're going to sweat.
Right.
You know, if sweat...
Now, this next one's in December. So you can be like, why is it so cold in there? But it's not, because it's heated and cooled. But that's what I'm saying. Moving forward, if this thing progresses the way it seems to be, the facility that is coming is going to impress the world. Like, I am so blessed and thankful to have what we have. To have the gym that we have, to have the ability to do what we're doing right now. But what is possible if we build this new facility it's limitless.
Oh, absolutely. Phil Woody says garage, more like the Hall of Wonders. That's what Phil was calling it. So basically, it was a garage when we first moved in. We've added on, it's all heated and cooled. It is now it's a living space.
I mean, it's a 2,000 square foot, badass place.
Yeah.
But
Matt, Tickle My Limits. Laird, hey, you guys killed it. Loved all of it. And man, Don is the man on the mic. I hope he keeps it coming. You guys put on a show. Adam Warwinski would be a sick ad, or his training partner at 155 pounds, Hunter. Much love, guys. Thank you so much for the support.
Hunter is pretty impressive.
John Conley, thank you guys for such an amazing time. If Michael wants another shot at this left, let me know.
Was that dirty?
Dirty.
You little dirty sucker, you.
You got some footage, don't you,
yeah,
Dirty?
He beat up on my left a little bit.
He
now,
did.
I was riding on cloud 9 after my victory, so I don't really have any excuse.
Benny, is there a way to broadcast the stream for the athletes? I could see them all trying to listen in. What do you mean? Because they were all in the room pretty damn close.
Yeah, I don't know. So what? Like I said, the next event, the broadcast booth is going to be off to the side or upstairs with monitors for us to watch. But yeah, super excited.
SG Records. Don kind of talks too much. If he decreased it like 10 or 15%, would there are some changes that we need to make.
Right. Yeah, we're going to talk to
Brad
Don
Butler
about a few things. But
yes.
All in all, I mean, what happens is you just get really excited.
Yeah,
you get really excited.
Versus brzenk. I know, and y'all weren't taking cues from me at all because I was like, shut up.
Well, that was more Woody. I'm already used to shutting up. You say shut up.
Like there was like a war argument going on at the table, and I was like, cut it. I was looking at John
because it was saying, seriously. It was Bill Logs and Bob
Yeah.
and Luke Polster's trying to say I wouldn't cheat you, blah 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 blah. And that was interesting dialogue that we talked over. So
and continued to talk over.
I blame Don.
Don reminded me of Joe Rogan on the mic, is what Trey Sweet says. At White Wolf and Levin Gasparini, look at me bringing the bowlers together, which they were like, someone was saying, when can we get the bowlers together, which made me think, how much fun would it be? Not before y'all arm wrestle, but since we're arm wrestling early, if all of you went bowling afterwards.
Oh, we could do a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying. The event would be done by probably 3. If we want to hang out and even after bowling, just kick it. That could go till 5, and then we could have an evening out. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. I'm excited about an earlier start time, except me being the main event would probably be around the time I take an afternoon siesta. So I don't know how that's going to work out for me. But yeah, so what we did and what we have done for the past 2 is we all go out. I have everybody meet me at the Chinese buffet, which is a big sushi buffet that I love so much, and we normally have a lunch there. We would not be doing that because of the early start time. I would not do it the night before because I'm not going to eat like crap the night before. I mean, it's just, I don't know how we would do it, but I think we can still make a great event. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, we had a good time.
And I know Craig Touye, if he's on the card, he's going to come back up, and him and Denise are going to hang out for a couple days and do some hiking with us because we'd already talked about, more of a fall and winter.
Announce the main event yet? Yes.
Yes, we did. Yours truly versus the greatest of all time.
John Brzenk.
I think that was understood.
Where you going, buddy?
Where you going, buddy? Will he say it to me again, or will I get the honor to say it to him? Because he is a King's member now.
Dragon War. Underwar did a good job on the mic. I think so too, but I think I want him for a slightly different, maybe better role. I'm going to talk to you about that.
They have been. She has been talking to John, the guy who ran the entire broadcast, and they've been taking ideas off each other. And like I said, guys, we're really wanting to take this to the next level. And I'm telling you, it's not even that we want to. It's almost like it is expected of us from the people who are wanting to put the money behind this. They want to see it at the highest level.
I agree, Benny. His energy is great, which is why I think you guys are really going to like where...
So someone asked, we still live in Arkansas? Yes.
Yes. Robert Gold, Don would be a great announcer. Levin Gasparini, Aussie arm wrestler or Pauline for commentary. Robert Gold, like introducing the athletes, yeah. Miking up athletes. Refs could be great. The refs were.
It's just we talked over them.
They were so damn loud. Luke was mic'd up.
Yeah.
You could have heard Luke and the athletes.
Had Don not been so loud.
But some men really like the sound of their own voices.
Right.
All right. Phil Woody, UK.
Class Toddzilla's mouthpiece is another trophy. I just have to get the right stand and then find the right spot on the shelf to put it up there.
It's going to be in there. Joe Cagle, he's talking to Chains. So you guys, by the way, did you know, if you did not, please go subscribe to Corey West.
And Craig Touye.
They
both are the two YouTube that I know that, there might be more of those are the two that I know that have just recently opened.
They've just created them, and I talked to... So that's one reason that I cut up all their videos and they're sending them out. For some reason, people out there in the internet world do not believe that someone is good if they don't have a internet presence.
Yeah, if you're not on social media, you must be a bum.
Right?
I'm like, huh? What?
Right?
Because I'm on tour and they're like, you lost to nobody's. I'm like, that was a national champ. That
was
won
a world
7
champion,
world titles. What are you talking about? And he was like the 14th guy arm wrestling.
Brad Butler, wow. MMT versus brzenk. Going with my guy, MMT. Thank you so much for that support.
I can't say it's a safe bet, but it's the same bet that I got. I'm going with me as well. But.
When are real weight classes going to be inputted in this? 265 pounds and above is absolutely retarded. Are you talking about 265? There should be something in between 265 and like Levon and Corey? Or
we will never do that.
Never going to do that.
I'm never going to do that. So, I mean, it's going to be the existing weight classes that have always been present in the sport of arm wrestling, which means I'm a super heavyweight.
Sarah.
Always. I'm always a super heavyweight unless I went to 242 pounds because there's never been another weight class heavier than 242 before you went to the open. What I am considering doing, and it won't be at the next one. It might be at the next one. I'm just kidding. I don't know. What I would like to introduce.
Oh, too soon. You're going to go with it though, aren't you?
Oh, I'd like to introduce belts or trophies or titles or champions or something, especially if I'm pulling John Brzenk for the #1 in the United States. I need a trophy for that. You get it? Because I think I'm going to win. I need a trophy. So
let me read this. I want to talk about the Monster Factory trophy. Joe McConnell, great event, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate that. All right.
See, even if John wins, he'll let me keep the trophy because he doesn't keep his trophies.
So there are 489 thumbs up. Click out of chat. Hit the thumbs up if you think my idea would be a hysterical trophy. Monster Factory trophy. It should be a little garden gnome under an arm wrestling table.
I don't like you.
I think it's fantastic.
That's some bullshit right there.
I think it should be the garden gnome under an arm wrestling table.
I don't want that damn trophy. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a trophy horse or whatever.
I know you would.
But
I don't like you said.
I did, and I meant most of
Jack's twofer. Number 3 needs to be John Hanowski, 154-pounder. He's tagged you. I've seen that, and I've been showing it to Michael.
I have seen that. That we can talk. Here's the deal. I essentially, in my head, already have the main card. The 4 matches that are going to make up this main card is already in my head. So that leaves us 6 undercard matches. I've already filled one of them tonight. So that leaves us 5 undercard matches, right? And the thing about an undercard match, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's not more than you need to know. I'm just going to let you know how it works. There are tiers for the main card. This is your starting pay at the main card, and it can go up with your performance. If you're John Brzenk, your starting pay is not the same as somebody else, right? You're John Brzenk. But being introduced to the main card, you're going to have a tier system of, as we grow, the tier system may change as what we compare athletes. The undercards have the freedom, because someone suggested everybody should be in uniform. Well, I may switch that up and make some interesting, one color athlete here, one color athlete, 2 different color shirts. We may change some things up. May say you have to wear athletic pants. I don't know. It may be a uniform. I'm not sure. But as far as the undercard goes, those athletes have the freedom to get whatever sponsors they want. And they can wear that on their shirt. Because they are not being paid by the Monster Factory, they can go out and get their own sponsors. If they have a corner person, that corner person can also wear their sponsor's apparel. Now, as this thing grows, there may be a point where our sponsors, and we're in a position to pay everyone that's on the card, will be like, no, everyone has to wear this because this guy who's wearing a something sponsor is a conflict with this main sponsor who's putting a lot of money towards the event. But until that happens, what I'm trying to tell you is a person who's on the undercard has the potential to determine their value versus accepting what is available as a main card match, right? So that's what I'm just trying to say. Being on the undercard does not mean you're less valued. It means you get to determine your value. Go ahead.
Gilbert Ruiz, are we going to see a rematch between Gorilla versus Chafee? Also, win or lose, you're my hero monster.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. As far as Chafee versus Corey left-handed, I know Corey would like a shot at Cody Merritt left-handed. I don't know. Now, Cody's about to pull Morozov. So we'll see how this plays out some. I don't know if I will wait till August to announce the co-main event, and I would assume Corey would probably be in the talks for the co-main event because, I mean, his match with John was insane. So, and we have some options, but let's keep thinking about it. You know.
Matt, Tickle My Limits, Larrett, Monster, member for 4 months. Monster, your arm looked massive in that King's move. Maybe even bigger than when you were heavy. Sick. And Rebecca, you look great. Killing the fitness.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. My arm is actually a half inch smaller now. They measure cold.
I see you, Chance.
They measure cold just over 20 and pumped almost 20 and 3/4, something like that. They were, well, actually, maybe they're bigger. Maybe they're 21 pumped, 20 and 1/4 unpumped, something like that. I don't know. They were almost like 21 and 2. They were pretty big when I was heavier, but they look bigger now because I'm leaner. And the rest of my, aesthetically, what was so exciting for me is I have not lost much. Like my chest is pretty much the same size. I've lost 7 inches of my waist, but everything else appears large. Like the coolest thing about this event, other than me winning and the fact that John did amazing and everything else, was people were like, "Oh my God, dude, you're huge." I'm like, "But I've lost 30 plus pounds." They're like, "Yeah, dude, but I've never seen you look this big in my life." So obviously that made me feel good that all the hard work shows. But go ahead.
All very interesting stuff.
Oh, that people are saying?
You should cast John's right arm and paint it gold with his signature.
Oh,
and anyone who wants that trophy.
Hey, first, I could find a place John, on the shelf
and
for
the
that.
one who owns it, a.k.a. you.
Boom.
Stu records. Mine are only 16 and 1/4 pumped. Or non-pumped and 17 pumped is what Matt Tickle My Limits says.
There you go. There you go.
Alex, the announcement was the main card match for MonsterFactory 3, which is going to be December 10th, and it's going to be Monster Michael Todd versus John Brzenk.
Indeed.
Who coined the whole meme frenzy, where you going, buddy? Yes, and that will decide number 1 in USA.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Yes, it will.
So that was after Michael Todd.
Unless I lost between now and then somehow. I guess the safest thing is to not take any matches.
Who do you have matches with? Nobody?
No, we're going to do some tournament arm wrestling, though. Remember?
Sir Richard Balls. Do you think you can beat Levon in this lifetime?
Yes, I think it's possible.
Like we plan on living a long time.
Forever, basically. But yeah, so I think due to the fact that I have a very, very strong, there's a couple factors. I have a very strong Kingsman. If my pronation and my riser, what's up, Gorilla?
There's Gorilla.
Guys, like sub Gorilla Corey West.
Him.
There's 660.
Drop his
There's a bunch of you guys on here.
I've already told him.
Y'all go subscribe. Check him out.
Him.
He just gave me $5. I mean, the first money this kid's ever gave me in his life.
We need to get him to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time. So put everything he's got on there.
Just
on repeat.
On loop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's the way I look at it. In my prime, and I don't know if it's in my prime, but throughout my career, the hardest hitting super heavyweight probably ever, Andre Pushkar, I was able to stop. Probably the strongest arm wrestler ever, up until Levon, Dennis Plinkov, I was able to stop. Why would I think that a very conditioned, prepared version of me would not be able to at least stop Levon at some point? Now, stopping Levon is not the end-all, be-all to winning. I'm going to have to compromise. I'm going to have to take his knuckles and get them to go past his wrist.
Yes, Devin, that's the real Corey West.
After doing that, I'm going to have to hope that his muscles that are so huge feel full of blood. And the pump causes him an inability to access all of his power. And I've just got to hope that my arm doesn't break in the process.
Actually, let me make sure that's
now. That being said,
because he does have a picture.
I don't know. That being said, if you'd asked me if I think it's possible, do I think I'll do it? Yes, I think it's possible. And will I have the opportunity? Who knows? Who knows if I'm going to get the opportunity? A lot of people said, would it mean the same to you if you got to pull him in a practice session and possibly, even if it was unfilmed, be able to stop him? And it's not about, I got to know that he's at his best. And if he comes over to practice me, or if I go over to practice with him, that may not be the same Levon that would show up to an event. I want my shot under, in a match, I want my shot under an official arm wrestling match to find out if I can stop this guy who looks unbeatable. So I just want to know for me. That's what it comes down to. But I hope that answers all y'all's questions.
Why?
I'm not the guy who beat Todd Hutchins and then called out Levon. I was asked the question whether I thought it was possible, and of course I think it's possible. Go ahead.
I can't comment for some reason, and I'm trying to.
Oh, you're trying to comment? Go sub to the real Corey West, Devon's Forum.
I'm trying. Okay,
no,
that's
I'm just
it.
Saying
I think that Devon's Forum put the right link down there.
Probably so. So. Tracy, I want to see Levon pull everyone. I mean, Levon in the past says he wants to arm wrestle me. He wants, I think he just wants to have that underneath his resume that he's 6'0 Devin, he's 6'0 this person, he's 6'0 me. I mean, that's what he wants to do. He's said that he wants to go undefeated as a professional. And I feel like it is my responsibility to make sure that he doesn't do it. So let me see if I can make it happen at some point.
Well, there you have it.
That's it.
Wait for a second. Don't talk to me.
I will never talk to you.
I'm trying to.
Phil dropped the correct link as well. Good deal. Yeah, you go awesome. Give Corey some love, man. The kid's
if
awesome.
If someone is the fake Corey, please ban them. We don't need that. Okay.
So yeah, if someone's talking about if Levon came to arm wrestle, we would get a lot of views for that. Of course. I mean, now I'm gonna be honest. Where would I want that match to take place? Well, people talk about East versus West, and the West always going over to the East. Does it have an effect? Does that long travel make a difference? I don't know. But if the people who are supporting MonsterFactory Arm Wrestling, the people who are behind the sponsorship and things like that, see that is something that, and it's viable, I would 100% bring Levon to MonsterFactory in 2023 for a match.
I 100% agree it has to make a difference, Robert. Just because being on that damn plane and being jet lagged and being tired definitely has to take, even if it's only 1% off of you. Just has to. Corey and John were such gentlemen at the table. Was awesome to see. Yes, they were.
One thing I'm going to say.
Everybody was.
I had actually said that there was going to be a European flair for the MonsterFactory 3. In regard to that, I was speaking of Alex Gradetcha because that was a guy I had planned on pulling, and I was going to wait on that guy. So I cannot guarantee there will be any Europeans on this card for this next event. When I said that,
Alex says that he wants the match.
I was speaking of Alex specifically.
Yeah.
And now since we have got John Brzenk to agree to the match, I doubt I'll be going after any particular Europeans, primarily because the budget is, I mean, it's John Brzenk. So, yeah, so some funds have been allocated already, and this time we're going to spend a little bit more money on the production side of things and stuff like that. So as far as some of these people are saying Saban versus Corey and stuff like that, I don't think I'd be able to fit that into my budget unless Saban, I don't know. We're just going to see. We're going to see what happens. But I really think, this next event could be crazy.
I think so. Super excited about it. Oh, did it again.
Super excited.
Super excited.
So
super
excited.
Well, guys, we have been on here now for over an hour, Michael.
68 minutes.
And
almost.
We have to get back to work in the morning.
I do have more stuff to do
with
at
Redcon, and I need to be cutting up some more videos and sending them out to some more of our folks. So, again, 581 thumbs up. If you have not clicked the like yet, click out of chat. Click the thumbs up. And let YouTube know and let us know that you are excited about MonsterFactory 3 main card match. Monster Michael Todd versus the GOAT John Brzenk. Don't say anything ugly. Don't say anything ugly.
Yeah, I'd slap the shit out of that dude if I saw him in person.
Who is it?
That's all good. I'm just saying.
Michael.
I'm hoping I get to meet some of you guys one day. Just being honest.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So anyways, hit that thumbs up. You're excited about Monster Michael Todd versus the GOAT John Brzenk. And, Stephen O'Keefe. So exciting to hear about MMT and Brzenk. I hate that someone is going to lose. I know.
It is unfortunate because I really like him.
But the thing is that when Corey pulled
John
and he lost to John, I was like, that's really the only way that you can lose and still win.
Right.
Because he did. Do any
of
you think about Corey losing that match? No, I think that was a huge win for Corey.
Man, that was an amazing. The fact that he hung in that long and warred with John and made John fight that hard. I'm hoping. I dominate John way easier than that.
So we told our members.
I really don't want to have to war it out with John. I mean, if I have to, that'd be great though if I can war it out. Like if he doesn't just run through me and I can, because we've never had a super match like that. That could be crazy.
As someone said, why not earlier for Monster Factory? Because we are booked. We're freaking booked.
Seriously, there is no opportunity. And then you got East versus West, looking at like a November date, and I know there's possibly another King of the Table 5 coming. I don't even know.
Yeah. Thank you for dropping those links there, guys.
You getting those links out. The thing is, we're slammed. And like I said, it's John Brzenk, so I'm gonna be serious about my training and everything leading up to that.
Giovanni, I was just getting to that. Really quickly, when our moderators drop those links for you to check out the people that are actually sponsoring arm wrestling, sponsoring this channel, you definitely want to use that code. The codes that they drop. The codes, not only do they give you a discount, but they let those sponsors know that you appreciate the fact that they are supporting this sport. So be sure, if you go to Black Rifle Coffee, or if you go to Redcon One, or if you go to Nine Line, that you be sure and use the codes that go with them.
Absolutely.
Will H. John Brzenk versus Michael Todd. Yes, take my money.
Well, it will be for free again.
It will.
So, but I was so thankful, guys. We hadn't even talked about that. We did not realize we turned monetization off. We did not realize you guys were going to be able to super chat, and we apologize for not being able to read them all. But we there were so many, and we couldn't interrupt the broadcast to read everything. Guys, thank you so much for that support. It just shows us that when you provide a product to people such as yourselves, and you were very giving that night, and it's greatly appreciated. We're going to use it towards this next event, and
Derek's in chat.
It really means a lot.
So absolutely, it is going towards Monster Factory 3, which, as I told you guys, are people that were supporting Monster Factory 2 are very excited about Monster Factory 3, right. As are we. But someone was asking, will fans be able to attend this one? So the last one, we had 10 VIP spots. Might as well tell you right now, Robert, you weren't able to make it.
So you do not have to pay for King of the Table 3. You just have to get here.
Just get here.
You have a spot as a VIP. I will go ahead and send you your shirt from this one. But you have a shot. I mean, you have a spot because you paid for King of the Table 2. You were unable to attend. So that goes for your buddy as well that was coming. It also goes for, can't remember his first name, but Paulson is what's on the back of his shirt. I'm going to contact him as well and let him know that he had purchased a VIP spot, was unable to attend. So those 3 spots are already taken by the guys who were unable to make it due to different circumstances to this one. And what Rebecca had said is the other VIPs will get first choice. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and say right now,
Okay.
We're going to open up 5 more VIPs.
5 more spots.
They're $100. You get to be there for the event, hang out for the after pulling. And apparently, if we do something that evening, you guys will be, invited to come along. Look, I'm probably not paying for everybody's bowling, though. If we go out, that shit gets expensive.
Right.
So that's going to be on everybody else. But who knows what we're going to do that night. Like, it might be we just go downtown, Hot Springs. Who knows what we're going to do. We live in a beautiful town. Most of the people that came just really loved it. Thought it was awesome. It was a little bit too hot. But so you will, $500 will get you one of the VIP spots. And then you will also get the Monster Factory arm wrestling shirt with your name on it. So the 5 people who get those spots will just let me know what name they want on the back. We'll go ahead and print those names on the back. I don't know when we're going to open up the VIPs. I mean, it's going to be, last time when we opened up, they sold out in 24 hours. So when do you want to do that? Do you want to wait? I mean, because I wouldn't plan on opening up now because I don't want
let's
people.
Wait.
Yeah, we will announce when those will be available for people to purchase. Like I said, there are a total of 12. 3 people didn't get to attend, so they get to come. The other 7, we will reach out to people who attended the last one, ask them if they want to come back. If they decline, that will open up another spot, right? But we will have to ask them first before we open up the VIP spots.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, awesome stuff. Someone was asking Stephen O'Keefe, Derek versus Corey, December 10th.
Huh.
Well, Derek is in the chat. I'm not going to put that on anybody because that caused such a ruckus last time.
It was did. Never somehow intended. I became an asshole.
It was never intended. We thought it would be like exciting, and we thought it would be good for everybody involved. But no, we're not going to. If each of them reach out to us individually and let us know if they would like that, we might be interested, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Derek's awesome. Of course, we love Corey. We love Chance. You guys, some idiot was actually on the live today with Alex Kardeccia and John Brzenk and Issa. And they're like, so is North American arm wrestling dying since Michael Todd and Jerry Caderet and all of them are getting old? Hell no. There's Derek. There's Corey. There's Chance. Are y'all...
And then we have a little welterweight, Dustin Hyatt.
Dustin Hyatt, 22-year-old badass.
Is a badass.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Are you kidding? Has your head been literally in the sand? Did you not see that these 3 young men are coming up and are going to take shit over?
They're very impressive.
Very impressive.
And I'm going to be honest, I haven't got to pull with Chance more than just the one time we did in Texas. And what I'm seeing since he's been doing...
He's on fire.
Well, Brandon Allen's strength program, just watching him be committed to a program.
Did you guys love Brandon's video?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. So that was when things changed with me and Todd for the matchup. It was just me and Todd, like, we're buddies, right? So no big deal, all good. And then after he beat Chance, he's like, I'm going after everybody that's on the Brandon Allen strength program, the Filthy Power. Okay, so I just beat Chance. I'm going, Michael Todd's in my sights. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was challenge accepted at that point, right? So that's when, and we've had a good time back and forth, just giving each other shit. People are like, oh, you're so disrespectful. I'm like, dude, why is it when I do it, I'm disrespectful? But anyone else, oh, that's so funny. That's so good. Apparently, somehow, I'm an asshole because I say there's 0 chance because I got your mouthpiece.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
Oh, anyways.
Yeah.
So Derek's like, let me focus on Rivas first. You do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Andrew Davison, no Europeans train anymore. It's their job. Buddy Hale, FF, you got a... I don't understand. Yeah. I want the VIP spot, LOL.
Yeah, he said that. He said it already once before. I don't know if he said it before. So, Trey Sweet, I will contact you once we open the VIPs if you're serious about that.
Alrighty. All right, guys. We got to go to bed.
Man.
We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I got to make myself some collagen tea. Thank you so much,
Phil
bro. And Phil, I added those that you asked me to.
Yep,
all right?
Yep. All right, guys. Appreciate the support as always. Thanks again for everyone who showed up for Monster Factory 2. We're hoping to bring you something.
Jolene Clark, it is not VIP plus 1.
No, it's just, we can't. It's too, we have, the space is tight. Plus, I live in a neighborhood, and I can't have, 100 people.
Frank, okay.
I can't have 100 people out there in my yard parked and neighbors calling on me and shit.
Thank you for the awesome news. Yes, guys, spread it around. Be looking for the promo soon. I think that John said that it's actually rendering, so super. I almost said it. I'm damn happy.
With a 60-year-old man, 100%, and he's 58.
100%.
But 100% I will Kings move a 58-year-old man. He will most likely try to Kings move me.
He just Kings moved a 33-year-old boy. So
I think Corey's 32.
Is he 32? Oh,
he just Kings moved a 32-year-old gorilla.
Jolene says, contact me for 2 VIP spots, please. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll have to, we'll announce with a live when those spots will be opened up.
Yeah, and we might even just put on thing like main event announcement, opening up VIPs during this thing.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, something like that. Because, like I said, there's only 5, and apparently if we listen to all you guys, we've already taken up like 3. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be a dick.
All right, guys, you are awesome as always.
Quit slapping the table.
See you soon. I'll slap you. See you soon.
See you guys. Take care.
Give me a kiss, buddy.
You get one.